Hello there and Happy New Year's. Tonight's shave, I just wanted to kind of share a New Year's shave with you and kind of talk about the last year, that kind of deal. Every product that I'll be using tonight, pretty much, except one, was given to me, or it was gifted, or it's in some way connected to a wet shaver or a loved one, a family member. And one of the big things about this past year is all the friends, near and far, those on Facebook and YouTube and the forums, those in the shaving community that I have come to know in the cyber world. Most of them I've never met physically, but it doesn't matter. You can see the character of a person if you watch their posts enough. And there's some fantastic people in this community. I spoke to one of them through, I think it's Google Messenger or whatever that is, and just told the person how much I really appreciated their generosity. They've never given anything to me, but I watched this person and his generosity in the shaving forum. And I'm not going to mention his name. He knows who he is if he sees this video. If he doesn't, that's fine too. But, I just felt compelled to say, hey, I really appreciate the kind of person that you are. And so that to me was the greatest thing about 2015 is all the wonderful people that I've come to know, and to watch the acts of generosity and compassion. And I'm not just talking about, in the shaving community, in my life this year, to see so many wonderful people and the way God has worked in their lives and in the lives of those they've helped and all of that. Just fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and start the shave, and the brush that we're going to use, this is my Plisson, my Maison du Barbier, or House of the Barber brush. Now this brush, I was looking for this brush for a while. Well, not particularly this brush, but I was looking for a synthetic, a Plisson. And but I wanted something with an acetate handle, a nice handle that I didn't want wood. I've got some wood handle brushes, and if I can find another one of these brushes and it happens to have a wood handle on it, I want to grab one when I can afford to, because I like the knot really well. But for the first one that I got, I wanted an acetate handle or a turned handle or something better than a wooden handle to me. And so Johnny Petrie knew that he's a very good friend of mine, knew that I was looking for a Plisson, in this handle, like this one. And he messaged me or PM'd me on the Shave Nook and said, hey, there's a Plisson black handle Plisson for sale on the buy sell trade. It's a really nice brush. You ought to jump on it. And I did. So that's where that brush came from. Thank you, Johnny. And we're going to move down. I'm going to move over. You'll see. If I can get it where I want it. All right. G12 scuttle. Christmas present from my wife. Wonderful, wonderful gift. Thankful for that. The soap that we're going to use tonight is the Speick. This was a gift a long time ago when I first started doing videos. Johnny Petrie sent me this, and it's a fantastic cream. Really appreciate it. We're going to use it tonight. Put my Plisson down there, and love this Speick. When this tube runs out, I will be replacing it. Lovely stuff. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic New Year's. Eve, I pray that you guys will be careful and watch what's going on around you and not get into trouble, and just that you have a fantastic, safe New Year's. Eve, and you know, I hope that you have a better year in 2016 than you did in 2015. 2015 was a great year for me. Really thankful and blessed. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, let's move back up. I started doing this. We'll see how it works, but I just felt like, you know, you might be more interested in what's happening in the bowl instead of just looking at me and watching me speak. So, we're going to go ahead and start to shave off. Absolutely marvelous. Love the warm lather the scuttle gives, and absolutely love the Plisson knot. This is coming from somebody that's really dedicated to badgers. I love badger brushes an awful lot. Nothing Plisson or anything else will ever replace them for me. But this Plisson knot is just a fabulous, fantastic knot. And I absolutely love it. I want another. Just as a backup. Now, to the razor for tonight. This is my Christopher Johnson near wedge. It's a Sheffield. This was given to me. I put flame maple or curly maple, however you want to call it. Depends on who you're talking to, what you'd call it. But I put the scales on it, but it was gifted to me by 782 Sir Brian. And it's just a lovely, lovely razor. I have an affinity, and I believe I share it with Anthony Esposito. If I'm wrong, and Anthony, you see this, go ahead, feel free to correct me, but there's two kinds of razors that I love really a lot, and that's a hollow ground blade and a near or full wedge. There's just something about, they're polar opposites of one another, but and I can't put it into words. And really describe why. But I absolutely love a full hollow or a wedge. They just feel right on my face. That's the best that I could describe it. Lovely stuff. And the Speick, I love Speick. It's a really slick cream. It there's a really wonderful post shave to it that I expect more from soap than I would a cream. Just to be honest, not because I'm knocking creams or anything like that, but I have found, in my experience, more soaps that have a fantastic face feel than I have, and are slicker and all of that, than I have creams. There are exceptions, but in my experience, the soaps are much slicker. The post shave on them is much better. But you know what? There's so much in the shaving world that, you know, I'll be the first one to admit that my experience with creams is more limited than my experience with soaps. So, you know, I know that there are creams out there, other creams out there like this one that have good post-shave properties and are nice and slick. And I'm just talking generalities. What I love it, what I've experienced. But that's another thing that I've experienced so much new to me, so many products, particularly soaps, new to me this year. And the majority from the generosity of others. We just had a fantastic year, particularly when it comes to wet shaving. And I can't thank everybody involved with that, and most particularly my viewers and subscribers. You guys have helped to make my year fantastic by allowing me to continue to make these videos and share my journey in wet shaving with you. Man, it's hard to ask for anything better than that. Excuse me for a second. Draw off my face. Last thing on the list, Barbasol Brisk. But before I do that, I've taken to using Osage rub. This was a gift. The Osage rub, the bottle I bought, but the Osage rub is a gift from Emmanuel Goldstein. I had not tried it. I've been wanting to try it because I'd heard so much about it. And the stuff is fantastic. To me, what it does, it's not only got that menthol kick that I love, Matter of fact, I'm probably going to drop some more menthol in it because I want more. Just the way I am. I haven't really hit my limit on cold yet. But it's got a wonderful menthol feel, and it's got a good alcohol content, so I get burned. If, you know, if my shave hasn't been great, I get a good burn going. But there's something about it when I combine it with, like, many of my aftershaves that it just really makes my face feel extra great. And now I'm going to use Barbasol Brisk. This is my favorite aftershave, the only product, if I can get it open, wow. The only product in this lineup that wasn't gifted to me or anything like that, or is not really connected to other wet shavers. But this is a product that, lovely. In my opinion, it smells like a, like a good barbershop ought to smell like. But it's an absolutely fantastic aftershave. It's fantastic post-shave treatment. It just makes my face feel incredible. And so it's one of my very favorite aftershaves. It's like under $2 at the Family Dollar or the Dollar General store. It's just wonderful stuff. So, all right, God bless you. Happy New Year's. Thanks for coming along with me for this New Year's shave. I hope that you have a fantastic, fabulous, rewarding New Year, and you find the blessings of family and love and a relationship with your Maker if you don't have one. Bless you and have a good one.